Well, what I found most enjoyable about the physician resilience pilot and experience was that didn't matter what discipline of being a physician you came from, we eventually all felt like we were addressing the same things together, and that there was this sense of unity that you came away from the experience with that led to heightened interactions in the hospital, even if this person hadn't been previously on your radar. So an example of what I mean by that is that I might walk by the vascular surgeon in the hallway, and I'm a hospitalist, and we would share a smile and a hello, and I came away from those interactions with, you know, the sense of a quiet understanding that we'd just been through something that was pretty powerful, and that neither of us was really alone anymore in the hospital, even though we do different work. I think the things that were most personally valuable for me from the Resilience Project was the opportunity to have a sounding board in my executive coach, and then also realizing that I wasn't in my own silo experiencing my own problems, that a lot of other physicians in different walks of life were experiencing and encountering the same frustrations. But that collectively, when we would come together for the group sessions, we would both recognize the sense of unity, and we'd also be able to share some things with each other that, that maybe were perspectives that one hadn't thought of on their own before. With my patients, what I've noticed is that my HCAP scores, my patient satisfaction scores, have actually gone up over the past year, even though I'm working fewer clinical days. And I really haven't changed much in terms of what I do, but how I feel when I have those patient interactions, I believe, has changed. I feel more centered. I feel like I can take all the time that's needed, and I'm not terribly worried about, you know, using up the time that I have, that I'm not going to have enough time for the next patient. And I'm ending my days earlier. And so it's very bizarre to me, because I feel like I'm taking more time. I feel like I'm more present. My satisfaction scores are going up, and I'm leaving work on time. Lastly, there are some physicians in leadership positions in this hospital that went through the project with me. And one of them is an ER medical director that I used to fight like cats and dogs with. And I remarked to him the other day, because we had a very pleasant interchange about stressful topics of, you know, interactions between hospitalist physicians and ER physicians. I said, I don't know if it's me or if it's you or if it's the Resilience Project or a combination of all of this, but I just feel like it is so much easier to talk with you now, and I don't miss fighting. So we can get a lot more done if we work as a team too, and I think that the progress that we've made in our relationship towards positive, non-reactive, analytical has been really a huge plus of going through that process together. There's a very, very simple explanation that I could give to a CMO or to a hospital CEO about the return on investment of supporting an informed physician process about resilience, and that is simply retention. If you lose a physician from your organization, the cost of replacing that physician is about $500,000. If you multiply that by more than one, you can see where we're going with the numbers. And I think long term, the more you're able as an organization to retain good physicians who know your organization inside and out, have those years of experience, have those relationships with each other, That all results in all of the metrics that hospitals these days really have to pay close attention to in order to financially keep the doors open. You're going to have better collegial relationships. Those are going to positively impact your patient's quality of care, the experience of the patient, and the decrease in costs that you see from the patient's length of stay. And ultimately, the word of mouth is going to get out amongst the patient population that, hey, this hospital is a really good place for you to go get your care.